Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yesterday, Raila Amolo Odinga attended the burial of Jakoyo in Syria. And then he gave out a speech that most people are discussing or rather talking about today. He talked about an impending tsunami. Yes, an impending tsunami. So I want you to watch this video, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis today. Watch this video.
And in what appeared to be hinting at a possible ODM Jubilee political pact, Odinga said that they are assembling a heavy machinery and warned of a political tsunami ahead.
Ni machine mwalo soka kwa walo socha. Mwalo socha. En machine mapeg. Mwakeno kago kori kucha. Kago kune kucha. Tupore gine jema renga kamano. Gekia gi mabiru. Nitie kala usi mabiru malicha henya. Ulo lokre tsunami. Yefiro iye.
Yes. From that speech, you can see clearly Raila is talking of a tsunami. A tsunami that is going to emerge out of the kind of machinery they are putting in place. Yes. And for those who have been following Raila's politics very keenly, when Raila talks about a tsunami, it's something that should not be taken lightly. In the past events, when he talked about tsunami, then they have actually come to happen. He talked about tsunami during the Kibra by-election. He also talked about the tsunami as the county assemblies were going to vote on the BBI. And this time the tsunami Raila Amolo Odinga is most likely talking about is the kind of coalition they are currently working on between himself and the president. And that coalition or that agreement is just meant for 2022 presidential elections. Folks, from where I sit, without cheating anybody, and I've been making it very, very clear in this YouTube channel, a combination of Raila Amolo Odinga and a combination of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta can be very, very hard to beat, folks. Very, very hard. That's a combination that cannot just be beaten easily. Not easy. So what Raila is just trying to say is that their opponents should really not, it's still too early for their opponents to celebrate. Because he's also saying they are just there. You doing what? It's still too early for the opponents of Raila Amolo Odinga to start celebrating. Because currently, if you look at, for example, as of now, the only person who is appearing to be a fierce critique of Raila Amolo Odinga is one William Ruto. And if you look at the kind of confidence William Ruto and even their supporters have, they are exactly where Raila supporters have all along been. That kind of confidence that William Ruto and his supporters are currently having. If you talk to Raila supporters in 2007, in 2013, and also even in the last election, 2017, they have been there. So mostly Raila supporters are now wiser now. They know that for somebody to win a presidential seat and be declared the president, sometimes it's very, very hard. So Raila supporters, even if you look at them, they are not very much excited about the whole political agenda of 2022. But William Ruto supporters, on the other hand, are very, very confident. Whether they know that Ruto will win or not, that's a story for another day. But they seem to be very, very naive. Because now, they think now that William Ruto has already won the presidency, which might not be the case. Because again, a combination of Raila Amolo Odinga, even if Kalonzo Mudavadi were all to join forces with Ruto, it will be very, very hard. In fact, they will have to sweat to beat a combination of Uhuru and Raila Amolo Odinga. It will be very, very hard. In fact, the day Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta will now make it somehow now clear, without any doubt, that is now Raila Amolo Odinga. That's when now the tsunami Raila is talking about will manifest itself in broad daylight. That the day Uhuru, from where I sit and from somebody who has been following politics very keenly, Raila supporters are currently taking a low profile. And Raila has a big support across this country. And the supporters across the country, they are still quiet. They are still watching the politics as they unfold. They are still quiet. So the moment now it will be clear, and Raila Amolo Odinga will also now declare officially that he is in the presidential race, I'm seeing that excitement creating something like a tsunami, something like a wave. And that wave is most likely what Raila is referring to. It will create a wave, definitely. Because all the Raila supporters who have all along been disillusioned and who maybe were even thinking of quitting politics altogether, now they shall have been energized. And now they'll be making just even more noise than what Tagatanga supporters are doing. Because as of now, it seems to appear that the stage is now for Tagatanga online everywhere. They are just talking about William Ruto presidency every day. But now it's still a little bit too early. It's still a little bit too early. And then having said that, there is also something I want to talk about, something related to what Raila Amolo Odinga said. You know, when Raila talks of assembling the machinery, you know, a presidential election is not even just about votes alone. It's also, from what we have learned in the past, it's also about the system. And the deep state, this one we have always been talking about, the deep state. When Raila talks about assembling the system they're assembling, it also entails the deep state and all the government functions, everything. So Raila is just also trying to insinuate that way, that maybe they are also, besides the fact that they are going to craft a winning coalition, maybe the system that has all along been against him. Because we know that in the past election, like for example in 2007, it was very, very clear to everybody that Raila Amolo Odinga won the presidency in 2007. But when we woke the following morning, the results were different. So we can accurately say that it was the system that might have tampered with the results in 2007. Then in 2013, more or less the same. And then in 2017, the same thing. So the machinery, Raila might also be referring to even the system. Because as of now, and Raila supporters will tell you, that without the support of the system, the votes from the ground does not matter much. The votes from the ground does not matter much. To win a presidential election, besides the votes, you must also have the system on your side. That's the truth about our Kenyan politics as of now. So Raila is trying to insinuate something like that. That besides the winning alliance we are forming, this time round, even the machinery and all the systems of government might be on our side. Yes, it's that simple. It's that simple. Because Raila is a seasoned politician. He knows that it takes more than just being voted for to win a presidency. It takes more than that. Otherwise, folks, for today, let me leave it there. But before I forget, earlier in the day today, or rather in the morning, we did a video about a possibility, the possible outcome, should Kalonzo Musyoka, Wetangula, Mudavadi, and Ruto team up together. We did a very lively analysis where we really dissected 2017 presidential election results, the ones that were nulled by the Supreme Court. And then we combined all the votes that Kalonzo, Mudavadi, and Ruto might have given to Uhuru and Raila at that time. And then we assumed that if all those votes were combined in one basket, and then Uhuru and Raila were on the other side, what are the possible outcomes? So in case you missed the video, it's one of our latest videos in this YouTube channel. Make sure you watch it. It's a wonderful video. Then to new subscribers or other those who have bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, in this YouTube channel, we do a daily political analysis on current and latest political news and events. Make sure you subscribe and also make sure you give this video a like. On top of that, let me also take this opportunity today to thank our fans in this YouTube channel for your continued support. We are doing somehow good, and I just hope that we will maintain that tempo till we reach the heights. Otherwise, God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana.